Yeah, well, being from Kentucky, I do love horseback riding and just riding horses in general. So, yeah, that's always a fun experience. We got a fast B play though, riding the horse straight into the sight, and Lotto already able to knock it down, but does get traded out. There's a whole team waiting though. Legacy have stacked the cards here and put it into a 2v2 as the trades are available.
This horse is bucking. They're trying to bareback and Mopaz. A fan of trying to slip things through. Oh, he has forgotten that there is more, in fact, to the back of this site. When do you move? Sudzin eventually gonna make a bit of a hash of that one. That was dead to rights. That should have been it, done and dusted. But there is no help from Mopaz. He still finds the headshots. Sudzin, you could have done it the easy way. Now you gotta do it the hard, and it's not gonna happen. Mopaz should have been a goner. He should have been dead. Probably shouldn't have worked out there. You take those. Nissim?
What?
How? Nissim? What? Can we see that from his perspective? I would like to know how white was his screen in that particular engagement. This is a complete upset of the apple cart.
The bomb is down. Recovery mode here for the two remaining here, Mopaz and Alex, and they can't recover it quite yet. That's complete destruction. Lotto going down low. But again, they're sitting on top of that bomb with the rest of the squad like it's a goose egg here. And Alex trying to make something happen. You're going to need another massive clutch to bail them out of this.
What happened? Alex is wondering. I am also wondering. We're not going to find out just in a moment. 3 rifles are going to be retrieved.
Oh, man.
I mean, earned pop-off. Surely. You know what I want to know? If we can make a request in the mailbag. Martinez. Delivering a shot. There's horses. There's guinea pigs. There's cats. I want to know who among the viewers has the most exotic pet. Who's got the weirdest, strangest, most unusual pet? And I would like a photo of that pet, please.
That's a good question.
Please send that to the mailbag. Address it however you like. I'll be looking. If you mention the B stream, it'll be eye-catching. Who's got the most exotic animal?
Got a bit of an eye-catching stack here.
You ever had a wild pet growing up?
No. I had a couple like feral cats that were scary. My sister picked them up off the streets. They were not nice.
Well, these cats have been declawed over on the legacy side. Dumal and Sudzin. Just Sudzin now. Sitting in the cave. That is not Sudzin in the photo. His hands are both on the keyboard and mouse, I assume. As Lux ponders what the solution is going to be into the next one.
Maybe he's just rocking it one-handed. He's that talented.
And looking like Lux? They both have mustaches now. They could be the same guy.
Yeah.
Slowly morphing into each other. He hit him with a Vamos Carayo. Pygmy goat. There was a parakeet. There were all manner of little bits and bobs. But even before I came around, nice shot from Sudzin. Apparently, at one point, she had an ocelot. Would hiss and bare fangs if the neighbor approached at all. So I think at that point, Jungle Cat in the crib, they may have rehomed the ocelot. Lux looking to rehome a Gentle Mates, but he has been chased on out of this one. The bomb's going to be planted. We got a little post. We got a little smoke up. That's Saucel.
Like the angle with low health here. Nice headshot angle. He's going to have to be instant on these kills, and the flank is going to take a little while to formulate. So this is going to be a bit of a tricky retake, and it might be overlooked. Saucel is using that brick as some protection. That keeps him safe for the kill on Assassin at the very least, and there is no smokes for this bomb. So trying to figure out a way to defuse while the time is slowly ticking away. They're running a little bit out of control here. Going to have to require that protection. Molly on top of the bomb might just do it, actually.
Should do it. That's got to do it. They didn't know that he had the camo. That's downright elk-like.
How much, what's the point on that deer?
Many.
Many points.
Many points. Davi G scoring a point there. Nissim the prize, as he was full blind. Didn't realize that maybe if he'd maintained that spray, he would have had the kill, but Davi G, bit of a blessing. And Gentle Mates, bit of an advantage.
Another 4v5 here. Starting to figure things out a little bit more towards middle. Dumao taking a bit of an off angle here, avoiding the contact on the ramp. Trying to catch him by surprise here. Maybe an overlooked piece. Flashbang could be avoided and is not. Just went for the spray there, tried to time it up well. Ends up falling here. Now it's panic stations in for Lotto. His teammate's going to be cut off by the molly. He's trying to be the hero. Rushing this one on in. Gets the first, but instantly traded here. Sawzle staying alive there and still providing a little bit of impact, but they could wrap this round up. If it's a save, they're going to have to fight through Davi G.
Lex is thinking about it. Lex is thinking about that flank. Lex is wondering what might have occurred, and well, now his head's going to be ripped from shoulders as he tried to accelerate that one. Sadzin at least can land the shot that might just allow him to save the AWP. His brother has a Czechoslovakian wolf dog.
Wow. That's a pretty dog.
How big's that dog? I think it's desk height. That's a pretty big dog. Lux barking, and Sadzin following it up as well. Starting to look nice here. The AWP dancing around the pillar. Takes a bite out of Gentle Mates. Still don't work their way into the donut. They'll find a little bit of room.
There's a lot of room on A right now. If Flux falls, this is going to be the A site given over. There's no more resistance to worry about here.
And actually, he dropped a smoke that wound up helping them because he died as he was trying to throw it from main. That's perfect. They couldn't have asked for that to be better. Could have saved the Molotov at that point. Well, maybe needed to save that Molotov.
There's smoke here, still donut control put into place. And they're looking for fights right now. They want to try and even out the odds. Put this one into a 4v3, something of that nature. But the time is ticking down here. They're just starting to work their way through donut. Now they've smoked themselves off of donut as well. Nice shot from Sadson to make it a lot easier. Martinez just trying to play within the confines of this smoke here. Lotto doesn't have a kid.
Dumao does. It's fine. It's fine. There's time enough. That got very risky because Dumao was one of the players rapping to Temple.
Assume they took care of them.
All natural pest control right there. Snaking their way into the site. Past the smokes, but Lotto is trying to keep these snakes off the plane of B. Bomb down. And Gentle Mates with an extra kill as Lotto tries to force the issue ahead of his comrades. Might just have given themselves a toe hold. Mopaz has about a toe of health left. Mopaz. No probs. Martinez follows it up, and suddenly what was looking to be a pretty strong retake has just found no purchase in towards B.
Oh, not even going to be able to fade away there. Mop was finding massive impact.
2 health that whole time.
Yeah. Taking forward, facing fights right there, kind of leaning in on the off angle.
How old were you?
This is like 14 or 15.
Okay. We're not just full trauma.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wrong way. Wrong bit of focus.
Sadson would maybe come through there as a small little gap in the rotation, but they nailed it perfectly. And now checking out Donut. Sadson going to need to find more, and he's feeling a little bit of claustrophobia here, getting condensed on in. Molly goes bouncing, and Sadson going to get overexposed here. So now left into a 2v3. They escape around the corner. Luck's going to recover this op, and it's going to be a save here. Gentlemate's going to continue to soar their way through.
7 rounds T-side. Starting to feel pretty nice on this nuke.
My grandpa had a parrot.
Oh.
Parrot's a really cool pet to have.
That's, I mean, like one of the big parrots? What kind of parrot? You remember?
Big. I mean, I don't remember. Like, he still has it, I'm pretty sure to this day, but...
what color?
Oof. I don't know. Felt kind of rainbowy reddish, maybe?
What did he say?
Cuss words.
Yeah, that'll happen. Mopaz can't quite find the space. He's gotten some cuss words of himself. And now Lotto here on the flank, closing the door on this mid play spot at 3. How long does he take this? How long? How patient? Yeah, it's an oh no.
Okay, well there's another. 2
oh
better than
no.
1 here. They're not really getting much out of it. Somehow Martinez is fighting on all fronts.
I think he probably would have been better off with the Deagle there.
He took the far fight, and that was the big problem with the UP9. You just don't get the range here, and now it's going to shatter here for the last round of the half. Dumao's going to be left into a 1v3 with very little health.
Oh, no. That's going to play back in his head tonight.
Yeah.
On repeat, like a parrot shouting it back to him. Well, despite that nightmare round, there is something to build upon, but a gentle mates that are off to the races. Hit those up at the EPL mailbag. Legacy might need some strats. If you could mail those to Legacy, because they need this T-side to go off without a hitch. Dumau trades 1-for-1. Davi is burning. The smell of a burning Davi and Mopaw's not much the better. Awkward duel in the smoke does wind up with both players dead. And the bomb now planting as Alex, captain of the squad, needs to captain his way straight into the bullet of Lux. Your crimes.
Punishable by pistol conversions. And maybe some flames, some fire.
Trying to avoid getting reset. Oh my goodness! Might need to avoid that indeed, but kills start to stack up. Salso keeping it interesting. Important to distribute those rolls. Lato, opener in this, but it's traded quickly. And now things are starting to look not so good. Trying to crunch on the mid player. They've slipped away. Advantage Gentlemates for the moment. Oh, quite a duel one out by the AK. Saucel trying to recover. A Red Room under threat and continuing these exchanges. Not the worst thing in the world for Legacy.
Instead of rotating in towards CT, though, Davi is now in A main, and that's where I think you can really get shocked by the element of surprise. Only 15 seconds left. And he starts to realize
they gotta go. Sick pirouettes from Dumel, but not gonna be able to get to this one. Trying to bait out that peak. Meanwhile, it's all stalling out for the CT player to come through. They're actually giving him the window. 4 seconds, 3. Doesn't have the time. Alex knows he didn't have to move a muscle. Win that round the easy way.
That's perfectly handled right there by Davi.
If I don't say the words,
yeah.
I mean, surely I sing well enough for the copy strike to come through. But if I don't remember the words, we can't get in trouble. Martinez. Ooh, that was quick. Looked like he might be able to get back off the angle. Totally disassembled the A defense. Now Smoke can go in, and they just have to worry about Donut. No, I say just. That is Martinez, and he is going to punish them for challenging his angle. Bomb should be able to go down. Presence in middle for Lato cleared out. Now the retake can go off without a hitch. And actually 20 seconds. They're trying to fight in. You can't do that. Dumau wisely backs away. Bomb money at least secured, but a wounded Dumau with just a deagle, 4 HP. He's held up. He's frozen. And Mopaz brings the backstab to close this one out.
We brought it back to the beginning.
Someone's mad at me.
See if they can get some exercise over there on the ramp. Is now able to push through there off the back of some Lotto aggression as well.
Oh boy.
Lux trying to press forward here, and it's a huge way to get back into the swing of things here. Now, Legacy getting shut out, and part of the way to get back into this half here.
They've got the huge space in towards middle. I mean, it comes down to Alex, and he doesn't have any nades to stop this up, so he's just got to do it with the gun. If they burst through, I mean, yes, maybe he gets one. Maybe he gets 2. But if you trade him out, these sites are totally isolated. The trick is just, you can't let him get 3.
No, that is important right here. The big multi-kills can turn the tables, but giving over a free frag there to Mapas in the meantime could separate the attack here. And now they're finally starting to inch their way forward here as Alex makes a move as well. And that's one good way to deal with that presence. Jumping up, avoiding the contact there. They hear Mapa's on the lurk here. Martinez still in the mix, so they are going to double back here towards the B side. And yeah, you realize that a little too late. Good call from Legacy midway through.
Calls from Sadzine, presumably. Having heard Mopaz, I don't know if he saw him, heard him, smelled him, swing back into the cave. That was the chance. That was the chance to tip this back. It's still workable for Martinez. Not really the situation where you want the ult, but, you know, he'll make it work. So there's the AK picked up, having to transfer between the two. Lato doesn't have armor. Dumau, quite wounded. Both these players, brittle, to say the least. Lato, back shots on. but Martinez able to spin in time, knows where the last is. He's got the HE. If that goes around the corner, but he doesn't want to pin pull in this moment. Time is running out. Martinez has to stick, and Dumeau's patience might have just won the day. It did indeed. Martinez, no clock, no time. So a pistol round of salvation here for Legacy, and no survivors. Gentlemate's fisting a bit of a rough buy here, though. We know Mopaz can get it done with the limited weaponry. It's kind of his specialty. Davig swinging into window and straight into the headshot out from Lato. So that first aggressive thrust in this round done for.
Saucel seems aware.
Saucel is risking it. That AWP kill gives him a little bit of space to play from, but Sudzin's waiting for the smoke fade. Looking the wrong way! He walks it out to his demise. Can't be doing that, Sudzin. Sneaking around the corner. Ooh. Oh, Lato finds the first, discovers the location of the second, and somehow gets away with his life.
Wow.
So Alex can slip out of the corner, but numbers evened out. Worth the price of the damage on Lato.
This was unbelievably patient here. Martinez continues to pluck them apart. Oh my god, a lineup! Lato deals with the rest here. Straight through the wall. What a miraculous couple of kills here. Again, the bomb has to be planted.
Yeah.
On the A side. Smoke for the ball. Can he deny here? No, he's not going to go for it. Instead, he's going to look to flank towards Lato. Deals with that pressure. Ace going to be denied. The 1v1 required here of Nissim still to close it out versus 7 HP. So also incredibly low. And Nissim going on a reposition. There is no kit for Saucel either.
Yeah, this should be impossible. You just got to tap a bullet. It could be through a box. It could be through a wall. It'll do it. Saucel knows he has to stick the full 10 second. There's really no reason to flinch here for Nissim. Obviously doesn't know the lack of a kit, but goes for the check. And that's going to be all good.
Oh my god, he got the lineup through the wood wall spam.
Unreal.
What a gift right there.
Gotta know your angles, gotta know your positioning if you're on the Gentlemate's side as well. As what was at one point looking like easy streets here on Ancient have distinctly become difficult streets. Mean streets.
The mean streets of Ancient. He's looking for it again. Flashbang this time a little bit more effective, but saved by Lux. Great coverage. Coming through to back up his teammate. Keep Lotto alive here. A crucial fixture in this T side so far. And Dumeau not hesitating. Taking full advantage.
They know about this, but it's still just massive room. Can't win the duel, though. Saucel going back to plug the gap, sticking his finger in the dam to keep the flood out. Nissim, though, a little quieter than his comrade. That's it, makes noise. Back turn. Nissim finds it. Now they've got the path through towards A. The ball wants to make its move, but it's isolated for the moment, and they don't seem to be too wary of Martinez. Back in by the box. Lux continuing to collect rotators. They've really just risked it with Martinez, but it's a risk that's been rewarded. And now you have to deal with Lux to just even be able to get Davig involved in this round. And that's bit so much time off this clock. They have the kit, but it's on Davig, so they don't want to do this. They don't want to do this. They need the guns for the future. Rebirth, much like the snake skin implies in some cultures. Flashbang out, looking for these smokes. This execution is good. Davig backed away. Martinez at least can peel back one of the numbers. But this bomb plant's looking good, though Davig continues to have impact through that smoke. Might have missed the window for the easy execute, but those numbers punched in. There's a flank developing. Mopaz has come around the world. And as they slip back in towards A main, he's further ahead of what they expected. It's fallen apart for Legacy here. The chance to put the death blow in is slipping away and kissing in the smoke. Alex sets up the last.
And they are going to once again attack this A-bomb site off of spawn. Martinez again on the scene to be able to find the same level of impact. Threads in his kill, gets out of dodge, and keeps that space in towards Donut alive.
It just seems like, as it so often is on Ancient, a little bit of bait, a mousetrap perhaps. Tasty cheese of a bomb plant in the middle, but you're just so exposed into these posts. You can't keep the numbers alive. Nice find for Dumeau. This time, no flank available. Now they've got A main to fight from. That makes it so much more comfortable than the last. And you can see the utility's already a bit depleted from the Gentle Maid. Saucel able to recover.
They need to buy time here for Dumao on the flank. That's the big kicker here of this round, how they bail themselves out of this position.
Sutzin's got the angle, not the shot though. Dumao's creeping closer. Flashbangs just to try and stall this out. Now Sudzin starts to pluck them away. They're not expecting this. They're not ready for this. He's got the diffuser, and with it, that might just be the round. Gotta get stuck on. One more kit. They're not exposed to him. He's got to brave his own Molotov, brave his own flames, but he's not found the kill in time. Gentle Mate sneak that one past the keeper. The Flash Monster.
What Lux is doing right now, this is a lot of chaos created. Got to be careful for this mid-attack.
They're just walking.
Mates are out here, but bailed out by Saucel.
Where are those flashes, Sudzin? Where are those flashes? Now's the time to throw them.
Uh-oh.
Oh, all your teammates are gone. Opportunity missed, perhaps, but Lux has gained a lot of ground. On to A. Problem is he's got to dance with an AWP to hold on to it.
He's been dancing with that AWP for quite some time now. I mean, from the very beginning of this round at this point, and I'm surprised that no one has been really in a panic to rotate over and try and help out Martinez. That's been a huge luxury. Legacy fighting for their lives. They're going to give this one up. Lotto in such a key position. Lets one slide on by. Mappa's not quite getting official, but looking ultra cautious of where these positions are. What a shot from Lux, though, with the Deagle. Immediately disrupts the setup right now. Now there's panic here. Flashman could be good. It completely blinds him up, but he's overlooked. Mappas gets away with it. Another flash from Sadzin. Well, this time he'd be able to trade. No, not quite. And this could be spill in the end. Lux just the last man standing. Looking for the light here.
Surely not. Martinez posted up. Yeah, that shot won't be missed. Mid-air, shooting him out of the sky like a clay pigeon. Might have needed a few more enemies flashed in that one, because holy cow, they got it so close, did Legacy. Respect to them, considering how dire it looked in the first half. Like, any of it?
No.
None of the movies, none of the cartoons.
No.
Can't say I'm a big Transformers head, but I've got a little bit of knowledge.
You might be the biggest fan there.
I don't... Well, sure. Molotov down. Oh, swing on out. Alex burning. And exterminated here. Got a little guy on the back of Lux's gun. Is swinging every which way as he swings that corner, but it comes up for the Gentle Mates. Little guy or no, you got no friends here. When you're watching your teammates screens all onto Nissim. Finds the first. Many more to cross, and at this point, they're all here and ready to party. Team Ace. We're heading to the zoo right after this to test this out.
You're just going to throw me in?
Lux 1 HP. Looking like he just had an encounter with a chimpanzee. That's a footstep around the corner, but Nissim somehow still comes out on top. Lux is gone, but it was just 1 HP, so it was a matter of time.
It's hard to deal with the off angle there on top of Palace.
How many people do you think it would take? How many U's do you think it would take to take down a gorilla? This is the 100 versus 1 conversation. Nissim finds that kill. He's back to his really impactful ways. He was a guy who, throughout the Pro League run, not always at the forefront, but he is a difference maker for this team. Head ripped from shoulder. Lato, that's the next hurdle overcome, and now it's just Mopos who might need to think about keeping this A4 alive. Can't deny that bomb, that's for sure, and he can't do anything about this round.
Out of connector, forces DaVG to switch up his position as well. Meanwhile, they're pushing into Palace. Now Alex looking for a time to pounce. It doesn't get anything. Lotto's still looking sharp as can be on the openings, and Nissim space creation looking phenomenal.
Oh, that's a nice shot from Martinez. Playing the crack in the jungle door. Keeps them from looking at Saucel as well. It means that Sudzin is dead to right. So all onto Dumao. He's got a bit of position to play off that ball, but is actually going to adjust into jungle, which changes the angle of approach here. They haven't tapped onto that bomb just yet, but they'll double swing, and that leaves plenty of time for the defuse. Gentle Mates, a 4-1.
Doing so silently can be so deadly.
I don't mind the double up on Balk. It's a risk, but they know they need to make a move, otherwise the stay site's under so much stress. They're going to try and hunt down Nissim early. They succeed in doing so. It's a bit of information. Don't know if he spotted the second player either.
It's a great play.
Perfect timing of that incendiary. Stalls this out just that little bit. Now you're going to start to get some vision in towards mid off of Alex, potentially, as these smokes fade. But they've misread this. They've misread this. Because of Saucel's forward positioning, this has pulled Mopaz off, so actually a window's been created here. Though an air burst on an incendiary that was supposed to hit the top of the stairs, those flames don't hit, don't land. And that one key detail may have cost them. As Saucel's getting in position for a flank, everything that stalls us out, the bomb still has to cross. It's becoming that much more distressing. Lazy clear from Lux, doesn't quite catch the player, and no to bow. Having to try and deal a ton of death. Doesn't expect this flank from Saucel. No chance to plant this bomb. Sadzin's got to shoot his way out. 25 seconds as he continues to try and face. Dipping, diving, dodging, painting a player into a corner, but his patience doesn't find the shot required.
Oh, and again, they're just letting him know. Another 4v5 right there. And it seems to be that safety inside of Palace is constant pressure point here in these A-side takes. Legacy, also as you said, missing that molly. Usually a new move that a lot of teams like to do to try and quickly move out towards this A side, and is going to lead into a stack head first. Oh my god, they're just getting chewed up right now. Lux trying to enter through the molly, Martinez on the scene, and there's just too many numbers on this defense for them to deal with. Last two players inside of A main. They're not going to get anything rolling right there. Alex floating around, the perfect call out of Gentlemates, the quick reactions.
Either way, it's a great response from Gentlemates. They read what's happening, they're anticipating it, they're moving ahead of the plays. Alex in particular there on Con. They're just constantly staying one step ahead of Legacy, but that step will take them to a lost Opper here in round number 10.
Nothing without their 4v5s, but what about a 5v3 right now for Legacy? Taking another shot there, Sads. And now Mappas queues up the aggression, and this is where you get to just float your way through the round here comfortably, at least in theory. Alex might have other ideas.
Theory and reality, they are different things. The bomb has to route around this kill. Massive for Dumao. Keeps them from being able to do anything towards B. Now the bomb can take all the time in the world that it wants. They've already got deep positioning in towards market, so the options are so limited for Alex. And he will be given no space. Much needed round if we're going to get a game of this Mirage. Never feels good to be lacking in the kitchen. Doesn't have the ingredients he needs to cook this recipe. Well, he won't need to think about that for too much longer. Martinez has silenced him. Thought about going for the repeat. Thinks better of it.
But they're all swatted out towards mid. A lot of contact, taking a lot of damage done, but a boost silent in towards window. Multiple players to attack up connector and through jungle here. We'll see if this catches Alex off guard. Certainly will. Lux with a freebie here, but up connector not as successful, and there's still so much on the defense here ready to go. Staying elusive here. Backs are turned, and the crossfire chews them up and spits them out. Gentlemate set it up with perfection.
As the potential problem, trying to avoid the utility here, as this seems to be a straightforward B exact. Here they go. Connecting flashbangs are good. Mopaz able to track. Martinez is lost though, but Mopaz with the rifle might just be as good. And now he's got reinforcements. Now he's got teammates coming on in towards the site as he gets plucked off catwalk. It's Alex instead to make the noise. And it falls down to a 2v2. Davichi creeping out. Doesn't have his teammate here just yet. Saucel's on the way. But there's time in the mean, and the bomb goes down. It has to fall to Lato. A 1v2 required to give them some light, and that light extinguished as we go to the half.
That it is. I am realizing that a tough task as well, taking on a chimpanzee 1v1.
You're thinking about that more?
My statement, I no longer believe. I do believe in Dumao, though, with the dualies. See what he can bring to the table. He's actually the last person on this B side to take contact, and he's got a flank for himself now because of it. Looking for more there. Will deal with all the pressure, and it makes it look easy for Legacy.
Two of you, or like you and me against the chimpanzee?
You can take them, yeah, together. We grab each arm, like you said.
I'll be honest, I think the chimpanzee's still destroying.
You'd scare me a little bit, for sure.
I think one of us might be dying in that event, or at least getting maimed for life. Lato.
Uh-oh.
Mentioned to stay alive, at least for a bit, but he's been maimed. So this bomb wants to plant on down.
Ooh, or does it?
Nope, they leave it.
They go ahead and bounce.
Trickery. Subterfuge. I think if we needed to 2v1 a chimpanzee, we would also need some trickery. We distract the chimpanzee, maybe throw some bananas over there, and then maybe we surprise it.
Jump it. Yeah.
Possibly we have some implements or weapons. I think that could be the difference. Bare hand, I think we're in trouble.
As soon as he takes those weapons away from us, though, it's over.
Then we're really in trouble, yes. Then we've just given the chimpanzee more power. Miss him. Trying to take some things away from the gentle mates, but it'll have to be Dumao once more, and this time it's not happening. Alex on for the ace. 4 kills picked up just off the pistol, and now they've given him an SMG. The full ace to ruin the hopes of Legacy, to snatch their spirits away and cast them down into the dumpster. A master stroke from the IGL to build something out of nothing. What should have been a lockdown is instead ruination here for Legacy. You do love to see it for somebody who's contributed so much to the region and so much to Counter-Strike over the years. A dance in the palace. The floors are polished like a ballroom, and it will be Dumao, who somehow doesn't take a bullet of damage in all that.
Yeah, I managed to completely dodge out. And that is a huge problem here. Gentlemates already threw one of their executes to try and bait out utility. That was what little Legacy had left. Queued up the reaction to push Palace, and losing out on that advantage means right now they're still in a duo. A duo with guns, though. Dumao now has a rifle for his troubles. Trying to sneak a player inside a firebox to catch them by surprise. Dumao, how much can he gather out of this position? Gets more, but his teammate falls to the floor here. Now, sight going to be gained here. All you have to worry about is this scout and CT. Can they figure out a way to plant the bomb with that picture? They're going to hunt Sadson out. He ends up running head first into the wall.
Good call. Good call to take that control away from them. Now to flash up, set up the angle. You got the advantage at the range. Lux is just trying to get his hands on that gun.
Being able to make it into the next stage is a huge difference maker. And I think you're talking about Martinez here being a huge inspiration to how this team gets back on form and kind of sets a new level of play for this squad. This still on the fight, though. He's on the scene. Can't quite find the follow-up, and this is the B side vulnerable. Now, there is no one through the market side here, relying on a flank that's being covered by Salzo. This is a ridiculous position, but he ends up stepping forward and falling. Now, the round gets thrown up into question.
It's an incendiary given over as well, or a Molotov rather. Things could get interesting. Alex sprays down 2, though, looking to be the hero once more. It all falls to 1 man. Mopaz has the bomb to play off of. Just get the numbers punched in, but he's not prepared for Lato to just swing on the edge, that fading smoke. And at least for the moment, Legacy continue to fight. They are not ready to go quietly into that good night. You got Heroic, a team that's admittedly been through quite a bit of rebuilds, but have had some success in various iterations and compilations of this team. You got Daviji destroying Dumao. Here comes the approach. It's in towards A. They've got this player in the ramp. And a whole lot more to join out the con. Damage from Sadson, that nade can be good, and Lux hasn't been revealed just yet. They continue to have their focus distracted. Now Lux strikes, only to the tune of 1. But he's caused some discord, some chaos in the ranks, and they've overlooked Lato! And he will punish them for it, but he can do no more. It's not enough. The Gentle Mates are through to the second stage of the ESL Pro League. They have overcome every test. It was clean as you like on Mirage.